What's going on, everybody? It's Noah, and in today's episode of the Rise Method, I want to talk to you about how you can elicit change just like that. Right now, to start your week, because it's a Monday, you may be watching this back, but wherever you're at, you can make the change that you seek from within right now in this very moment. Neville Goddard is famous with the quote that your state of consciousness is closer to you than breathing. Your state of consciousness is closer to you than breathing. And what he meant by that was that you have the instantaneous ability to make the change you seek, to shift into your desired state. And so, because think about that. You can go weeks without food, you can go days without water, you can go minutes without breathing. But how long can you go without inhabiting your state of being, without living in your consciousness? Right? You're always inhabiting your state of consciousness so long as you are breathing. So with that comes the ability to make that instantaneous change. All transformation begins with a decision. I'll say that again. All transformation begins with a decision. Because what's happening is that in your life right now, there are results, there are circumstances that you may not find ideal, that you may want to change, that you may want to transform. Well, I'm here to tell you that the way by which you do that is to make the decision that your beliefs will change today. Your beliefs about life, about reality, about what you're capable of, about how much money you're worthy of receiving, about your ability to successfully run your business, your ability to find a loving partner, that there is a loving partner for you, that there is a multitude, there is an abundance of potential partners for you. And you need to only make that decision right now to see that come about. Now, it might take some time, but it'll probably take less time than you think when you commit and maintain that state, maintain alignment with that end state. The end state being the state you would live in had you already attained that thing. It's the law of assumption. You assume that state of being now, and that instantaneously makes the shift. This doesn't have to be a long, drawn-out process. In fact, it isn't a long, drawn-out process because it begins and ends with a decision. And yes, it can take some time for it to reflect externally in your life, but the source of that transformation begins with a decision, a simple decision from within. To decide that I'm no longer going to live in scarcity, I'm no longer going to live in fear, I'm going to act in pursuit of my dreams, however that's calling to me now, and trust that it's there for me. Have the faith, the confidence, the with faithness that it is there and that it is waiting for me. And I need to only act how God's calling me, how life is calling me, how Source is calling me, how my subconscious mind, my intuition for my higher self is calling me. In this work of subconscious reprogramming, that is the essence of the RISE method. Transform your subconscious mind in 4 simple steps. And if you're interested in a free guide, there's a link below for that. This aspect of subconscious reprogramming, it's really quite simple. Because it comes back to belief. The belief that you are changed, that you are healed. You are healed now, and making that decision, that is the means by which it comes about. It attracts to you. And again, that can take more or less time, but that is not the point. Because if you're always focusing on seeing it, needing it to appear, notice how I said always. Okay, it's okay to seek it and to confirm it, to confirm points of transformation. But when you're always needing to seek it, okay, when that's the only way that confirms to you that you have actually shifted, as opposed to the reverse, saying that because I've shifted, I know it's coming to me. That keeps you stuck. When you're continually focused on the outside in, it's both. It's outside in as well as inside out. A couple videos ago, we discussed that. You want to live with both, create from the inside out, but use the external, okay, the outside in, use the external to either teach you how to shift into that ideal state, how maybe you're showing up in a suboptimal way. Okay, it's reflecting to you some beliefs that you're still holding on to that need to be released so you can make space for the new. Use it as a teacher or use it for confirmation. Confirmation of the change that's taking place. Because what does that do? That builds more momentum, carries momentum to continue and accelerate that change. You want to maintain that momentum using the inside out, creating from the inside out, as well as the outside in. And all of that goes back to making the decision that you are changed now. Because you cannot go a single second without inhabiting a state of being, a state of consciousness. Each and every moment of your life, whether or not you are aware of it, you are identifying with a particular set of narratives or beliefs. If you think about a movie on a projector screen, okay, that film is continually rolling, it's continually going through. In the same way, you are continually showing up and living by, abiding by a certain set of beliefs. And I'm here to tell you that all you need to do is change the film in that camera. And you can do that right now because the film's right next to you. Because it's within you. If you have remembered from previous videos, we talk about the quantum field. So you can think of, in this analogy, think of the quantum field as being a box, an infinite supply of films, of different films that you can select from and you can place into the camera to project onto the screen of your life. You don't have to go anywhere, you don't have to do anything because it's within you. That vision is within you. That knowledge is within you. All you have to do is take out the old and put in the new. Surrender the old way to the new way of being. That's the surrender phase. And then go forth and act and live your life. Live with the confidence, with faithness that the change you seek is brought about by the fact that you say it has been brought about and that you believe it, that you believe it to be so. That isn't to say that there won't be times when things feel more resistant, when things are more challenging, when it might feel harder to maintain that belief. Those are in fact necessary to refine the vision. And they're a crucial element of feeling fulfilled, I would say, and feeling whole in life. Because if we're always blissed out all the time, we're never experiencing any trial, well, I would argue to say that's a lack. That's a lack of what it means to be human, right? That's kind of what you might get with people who are prone to spiritual bypassing. It's kind of living, dissociating from this world of form. Okay, we live in both. There's a 3D as well as the 5D, right? The 5D being the quantum. So what you want to do is pull from that infinite potentiality that you possess right now by getting present in your body, being present to the now, and recognizing that you are no longer subject to the stories of your past, the events of your past. And in being present, drawing your energy away from the past, away from worries of a future, that's how you rewire your brain, your neurochemistry, to actually alter your physiology, to allow yourself to heal and to change your state of being, how you embody this newfound state of being. It's through presence. And you draw your attention off the past, draw your attention off the future, and realize that all we ever live in is the now. And in the now, we can make that decision to change. Because all transformation that we seek begins and ends with a decision. And that decision is immediately accessible to you. It is immediately accessible to all of us. So thank you so much for tuning in. I wanted to keep this one shorter, give you a little bit of motivation, a little bit of empowerment for your week ahead or whenever you're watching this. I trust you found this video to be helpful. Be sure to like, subscribe, check out any additional resources below. Thank you so much for being here. I love you so much. And until next time, let's rise.